Good morning, everyone. It's May the 8th. Last time I did an inspection, we added queens to both of these hives. Today's goal is to figure out whether or not these hives have accepted those queens. So we're either going to find signs of a queen, we'll find the queen, but hopefully we find eggs. As the life cycle of the bee is a little longer than a week or two, we'll probably be finding eggs before we find brood patterns. So let's get started. All right, so we still see the queen cage in there. All right, so the outermost frame smells great. It's all storage on that side. It's all storage on this side. Kind of figured. Okay, so I think I see places to lay, so I'm gonna look to see if there's potentially any eggs. I cannot tell. All right, I'm not seeing any eggs. So let's just see if we could get to the cage and see if we find a queen. This one's light. I don't believe I see any eggs. Okay, so I still don't see any eggs, but at least see places where a queen has the ability to lay. The queen cage is attached to the next frame, so let's just see what the bees have done. Obviously that one's completely empty. This one they're starting to fill up with storage. Alright, so let's just pull the queen cage out of here. Alright, so the queen cage has been evacuated. So the candy would have been on this side, and there's the hole. So the queen has exited the cage. So that's a good sign. But is she alive and not been killed by the hive? Is the next great question of the day. Frame that box was stuck to at the very top, and all I see is storage here. I don't see any sign of eggs being laid. Do not see a queen yet. Mostly storage. I see no sign of a queen on that frame. Let's keep going. I'll tell you what, despite the fact that this hive is seemingly missing a queen, they're not being bothersome to me, which is really nice. This is all storage. It's a mixture of pollen and honey. There's room to lay on this side. I'm not seeing any eggs. All right, 2 more frames. Very heavy. Okay. Let's do one last frame. Very heavy frame. This one's heavier than the last one. Look, it's like all capped right there. Let's bundle it back up. I did not see signs of a queen, but I saw that the queen has left the cage. So either she's laying and I just can't find signs of her laying, or the hive decided to reject the queen and killed her off. Or it could also be an unmated queen, but I think if it was an unmated queen, I will still see some eggs having been laid probably, but that's a little questionable. So I'm just gonna put the hive back the way it was. I'm not gonna make any modifications to any frames or their positions. They're really gathering here, so I wonder if the queen is somewhere on one of these frames and I just never saw it. Any queen? I'm not finding one. No, not seeing a queen. Alright, so overview of that hive. I did not find a queen. We'll just bundle it back up and we'll move on. So I cracked open the lid of the yellow hive and I thought I got rid of the ants problem. Obviously I did not. That's absolutely disgusting. Looks like they've been eating bee parts as food. Perfect. Not what I want to see. So just like last time, queen box is still in there. So let's check out this hive. Population's a little low, it looks like. But we'll check out this hive and see what we find. Alright, so I see lots of drone on the bottom. Mostly storage elsewhere. I see drone on this side as well. So not what I want to see just yet. We have a gorgeous drone pattern. Alright, so we're done with today's beekeeping session. I found the queen in the yellow hive. I did not find any queen in the blue hive. I found lots of drone brood in the yellow hive. I didn't see anything in the blue hive. So I'll give it another few days, recheck both hives. We'll see what happens. That was fun.